Hello everyone, this is Vrinda from Live Tarot, and today I am really excited to bring you a flip through and mini reading with one of the new decks that I've created, and it's called the Twin Flame Shadow and Light Messages. So I'm going to go through all of the cards to show them to you, and then I'm going to show you how I would do a reading with this for a twin flame reading, or it doesn't have to be twin flame. It's whatever you would like to call your connection. I like to also call them, connections of soul connections with whoever is your partner. And here, I'll also show you how we can use them with the Twin Flame Oracle, which is another one of the decks that I've created. So yeah, I've been really very much inspired by Spirit. I feel like it's just coming out of me. I've been creating decks, and these are 2 of the 4 that I've created, and I will be doing more videos and readings with all of the decks. But today I thought it would be really fun to go through and show you how each of these, how this deck works and how we can actually do it, how we can actually do a reading with other decks. So couple of things that I also wanted to let you know is to, number 1, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because I want to make sure that you don't miss any of my upcoming readings that I'll be doing for twin flames and soul connections, as well as for what I'd like to call the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur. So I also created another deck, which I'll be showing in another video, specifically for divine feminine creative entrepreneurs who are out there building their dream business. And I'm going to be doing business readings as well in terms of to support entrepreneurs as they're building their business. So that deck is really fun. I'll also be showing it to you, and I'll be doing readings with it. So make sure you subscribe. Also, the other thing that I've been on this very creative mode right now. So the other thing is that I've also written an 8-page guide for you. You can find it below. You could find it in the box below. You could get it for free. And what it is it's a twin flame soul connection checklist. And it's called the 11 signs that you're experiencing a twin flame or soul connection. So for those of you out there who, know that there's something going on between you and this special person in your life, and you're not quite sure, not that I want you to label it, but just you want more clarity on whether you're having a twin flame or soul connection, or what all of this means. So if you'd like more clarity and you'd like to see kind of the ways in which you can look at your connection and see, like, are these the kinds of signs that you're seeing in your relationship or in your connection, and then you can see for yourself whether you identify with being a twin flame or a soul connection, whatever it is that's right for you. So that guide is also for free. You can download it on my website, and I have all the information for that below. So let's get started on this. So this is what this deck is called. It's called the Twin Flame Shadow and Light Messages. And so I created this deck, and here's a little, here's a little message from me about what this deck means. So it says, I created this deck for all of you precious souls who are working through challenges in your twin flame relationships. Again, you use the wording that works best for you. It doesn't have to be twin flame. It could be your soul connection, whatever connection that you feel you have with the person you love. These messages help you connect to your twin's energy. They reveal both the shadow and light aspects of your twin and what they may be thinking. These cards will also help you understand and navigate through your twin's behavior with your connection. So that's what these cards are all about. And let me show you how I actually structured them. So the way I did this was in terms of shadow and light messages. So the shadow message is represented by this black and white roses here. And it tells you, what it tells you is some of the shadow messages, some of the more, the things that, the thoughts and emotions that your connection may be hiding from you. They may not be communicating this to you right now, but these are things that they're feeling at a deep level. And then the light messages are things that they are feeling positively about you, the ways in which you have positively influenced their life, influenced their heart, and how they feel about you in the light, when they're in the light. And this is how they're feeling when they're struggling, right? Like the struggles and the light that are both within all human beings are represented through the shadow and light cards. So I'm going to go through each card and just read the messages for you here so you can see. So light, I am a better person because of you. I'm secretly heartbroken. I know it's hard, but please be patient with me. I contradict myself and give you mixed messages. Don't lose hope for us. We can work it out. I'm sorry for leaving you hanging. I'm mad at myself for behaving this way. I need to be alone now. No one loves me like you do. Life would be empty without you by my side. I can't admit that I'm wrong. I want you to believe in me again. I'm afraid to open up to anyone. I'm sorry that I criticized you. I'm keeping secrets from you. I feel your presence every day. I destroyed your confidence in me. I put up walls around me. It was like a fairy tale when we met. I judged you too harshly. You're an angel in my life. I'm focused on my career over love right now. I want to show you who I really am. I need to focus on my finances right now. I'm ready to open up to you. My emotions are like a roller coaster right now. I feel safe confiding in you. I'm living the consequences of my choices. Can you forgive me? Can you try to understand me? I need more time to figure this out. I can never find the right words to say to you. I don't believe in myself or in you. I can't go against my family. You challenge me in ways that make me grow. You're always in my heart, even though I'm not in touch. I love spending time with you, enjoying simple pleasures. I'm ready to let my guard down with you. I don't know if I can live up to your image of me. I'm confused. I don't know if this will work out. No one compares to you. I'm full of joy in your presence. I didn't want our honeymoon phase to end. I'm trying to be deserving of you. I should have been honest about my feelings. Maybe we're too different and that's why we disagree and fight. You're my queen. That's how I want to treat you. I regret my actions towards you. I found safety in the silence between us. You make me feel bad about myself sometimes. I'm sorry for being critical of you. You are my best friend. I'm trying to bury my love for you. It's too scary to admit that I'm in love with you. I'm settling for the life I thought I wanted. We come from different worlds. You're so beautiful to me. You're my secret inspiration. I still love you. I want to be with you. You understand me better than anyone else. It's easier to be in a superficial relationship than with you. I'm in a dark place right now. I keep getting signs that remind me of you. Wherever you are is home to me. I don't deserve you. Being apart has changed my life. I don't trust easily. I want the best for you. My childhood was difficult and it still affects me. And I keep track of you online. So that's the deck. Those are the messages. And now what we'll do is I'm going to do a mini reading to show you the ways in which this deck can be used. To get additional messages when you're doing a reading, say with traditional tarot or with other oracle decks. So you can combine these with tarot and oracle decks, and what they do is they just give you more messages, a deeper reading, and with more messages from your connection's higher self to you. Okay, so let me set up here and we will do a reading. Okay, so we're back. Now, what I do before every reading is I meditate and I pray and I get into the state of receiving. Okay, we're back. So we're ready to start our reading. And what I do before every reading is meditate and pray and get into the receptive mode of receiving messages from Spirit. So we also start out with a prayer. Beloved Spirit, send your guidance through these cards for the greatest benefit of all who are watching. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these cards. Okay, so this one is the Twin Flame Oracle deck. Move these a little bit up, and then this one, of course, is the one that we just went through, this Twin Flame Shadow and Light Oracle. Okay, so we're going to do a mini sample reading, but this is, please do take this as a real reading for twin flames and soul connections. We're going to ask a series of questions and we're going to see where you're at with your twin flame connection. So let's see, our first question for Spirit is, what is your twin flame's current energy or vibration? Where are they at right now? Okay, so let me adjust this. So they're in a mode of compromise right now. So there's something going on here. Let's read what the card says. Mutual understanding, flexibility, give and take brings rewards. So what I feel here is that they are trying to compromise with where they are in their life right now. So for some of you, this may be that your twin flame or soul connection is in another relationship. Perhaps they're in a karmic relationship. Perhaps you're in separation right now. Whatever it is right now, their energy is one of compromise. They feel that they're compromising in their life. They've reached a point where they're not feeling like they're going in the direction that they'd like to go. And they feel that they have to compromise in terms of, you know, perhaps their relationships, their career, everything in their life feels like it's something that they have to compromise for in order for it to work. And so they're trying to figure out how can they make things work and move forward, because it's almost like the energy of not wanting to rock the boat. Right? Like there are things that they have set in place that have been in place for so long that if they don't compromise, they would be rocking the boat. And they're not quite sure. Let's see. I mean, how do they feel about, let's take a message from the Shadow and Light Oracle. What does that mean? Okay. So it says, no one compares to you. I'm full of joy in your presence. So very interesting here. They are seeing you as the one shining light that they may have, right? Because this, look at these two together. So this is saying that they're in a position of compromise, right? In their material world, in their 3D, but yet at the same time, no one compares to you. I'm full of joy in your presence. So you may just be that one shining light that they have, that one place that they feel comfortable. And they feel that because everything else is a compromise, nothing compares to you. Right? Those compromises don't compare to what they feel for you. And that you may be the only thing that doesn't feel like a compromise. Okay, let's get some more messages. So why do they feel like, what's going on with this whole compromise feeling? Okay, so outcome. Results, conclusion, ending. You will get a resolution. So they're looking for, this is very interesting, they're looking for a particular outcome. Right? They feel that for the things that they had in place this whole time, perhaps they didn't get the outcome that they were looking for. Or for some of you out there, it might be that they're looking for a particular outcome that they're not getting. And so they feel that everything is less than the outcome that they're looking for. So are they getting a resolution? Perhaps not in their material world, but maybe the one resolution they feel good about is you right there, right? So let's get another message here. I'm sorry for being critical of you. Very interesting here, right? So maybe they feel, for some of you, your connection feels that they haven't really demonstrated how important you are to them. Maybe they were critical of you. Maybe they made things difficult for you. Maybe they, in your relationship, they were not appreciative of the light that you brought to their life. And now, because they're feeling things have gone down, now they're trying to see. Now they're seeing the mistake that they made, and they're apologizing. They feel remorseful for criticizing you, for not seeing you for the joy that you brought to them, right? Now they're understanding that no one compares to you because they felt that joy in your presence. So for some of you, this might be, again, where you're not in a lot of contact with your connection right now. Or that if you are there, even if you are together right now in a relationship, these are some of the things that they're feeling are below the surface, right? Like they're not feeling too great about their life in the 3D, but now they're realizing that you are so much more than what they gave you credit for. Okay, so let's ask, what's your energy? What is your energy coming into this reading? Where are you in your heart space, in your vibration? Where are you, Divine Feminine? Ooh. Interesting. So this is the mystery card. And it says, magic, intrigue, suspense. You're entering unknown territory. So this is very interesting. So what I feel here about you who is watching this video, you could be the Divine Feminine, but it doesn't have to be, is that you are in a state of suspension right now. Like you're not sure where this relationship may be going. You're not even quite sure that you want it, that you feel that you want to stay in this. Like you're trying to figure out, you know, there might be just too much going on. So should I stay in this unknown territory, right? You're maybe asking yourself this question, you know, this relationship, this connection is starting to feel like it's weighing me down. So let's get another message here about where you are. Ah, interesting. So intuitive communication, you are connected at the soul level. So what I feel here is that for those of you, there's two messages coming in here. One is for those of you who are in separation. So it doesn't mean that you might have been in separation for a short period of time. You might be in separation for a long period of time. But I'm getting strong messages here for those who are in separation, what this means. And part of it is that your twin flame may be in a state where their 3D world is kind of falling apart. It's not what they had wanted it to be. You still feel the connection with them. You still feel it daily. Even though you may not be talking to them much, you might be just looking at them on social media. You might just kind of be checking in now and then to see how they're doing. But for you, the question is, you feel them in the fifth dimension. So what's happening is that you feel them very strongly outside of the 3D world. So for you, the connection is through your own vibration, through, you know, that feeling that they're on the other side of every breath you take, right? That you are intuitively connected. You may be dreaming about them. You may be seeing them. You may be seeing them in your mind's eye. You may be actually going to places and just feeling like they could be there, even though they're not, right? But you go to places and you feel this presence. Either they're with you intuitively, or you feel like they could show up, like they could just walk into the room. So that connection is always there for you. But there's also a mystery, right? Because you're not sure, you know, you almost feel like you're in constant suspense, right? It's an unknown territory. You don't know if that feeling of the fifth dimension is ever going to actually be anything more than a mystery in the third dimension. Like, is it ever going to translate to real life? Right? So that's the message I'm getting most strongly right now. So let's ask, what is, if this is the case, and you are in a state of mystery, your twin flame is more in a state of compromise. They're kind of more right now distracted by their material world. So what is actually keeping them from you? The question is, what is keeping the two of you apart, right? What is keeping the two of you apart? Well, let's see. Feel your presence every day. So here's two things right here. He says, your divine masculine, or however you would like to call him or her, I feel your presence every day. But yet my emotions are like a roller coaster right now. So this is the energy of what is keeping you apart. Like if we go back to this one right here, right? This makes sense. When you are in a state of compromise, right? When your 3D world is feeling uncertain, obviously your emotions are like a roller coaster, right? So this could be something that's keeping him or her apart from you, right? Their emotions are up and down. They're in a state of compromise, but yet at the same time, they feel your presence every day. So it's like you're there, right? You're there, but they can't come forward towards you right now because of this. So what happens is that you are still communing you're still getting together here in this dimension, right? This is where the union is happening at this level, right? And when it comes to the third dimension, it's still a mystery. Okay, so that's where they are right now. So let's talk about what would be the future energies for you both. What could possibly happen in terms of you coming together in the future? What are the future energies of this union? Let's get a few messages here. What are the future energies of this union? Future. So interesting. So what we have here is mirroring, reflection, twin, wholeness, synchronicity abounds. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting here is that you're going to continue mirroring each other because you are twins, twin flames. And one of the most important aspects of being a twin flame is that you mirror each other, right? Because what is the difference between a twin flame and a soulmate? And this is interesting because, again, if you want to learn more about this, I cover this in my Twin Flame Soul Connection Checklist, the guide that I told you about at the beginning of this video. So you can download that for free. And I talk about in there, what is the difference between a soulmate and a twin flame and a karmic. So I go through all three of those. What is a karmic relationship? What is a soulmate relationship? And what is a twin flame relationship? So here, this is for your future energies, you're going to continue mirroring each other. So that means that you're going to continue to feel synchronicities. You're going to continue to feel them, feel their presence in your heart, feel their presence wherever you go in places. You're going to continue to mirror each other's lives. Like, you know, even if you may not be actively communicating right now, if you did, say for example, you were able to look into their lives and see what they're doing, you would be shocked to see that it's very similar to what you are doing, right? Because they're your twin flame, the way you think of things, the way you do things may be very, very similar. The perspectives that you have may be very similar, but here's the thing. Your beliefs in what you need and can accomplish in the material world is where you may be going in different paths, right? Similar or clashing belief systems can bring you together or keep you apart. So this is very interesting because this, I feel, is almost like a yin yang, right? On the one hand, you are mirroring, but on the other hand, you may come from it. You know, this is very interesting. So when you look at what happens in the fifth dimension, right? This dimension surpasses time, space, bodies, cultures, religion, nationality, race, right? Because this dimension is solely at the soul. It exists only at the soul, the spirit, the vibration. It is beyond all material limitations, right? But here in the third dimension, although you may be mirroring because you are very similar, almost identical in the fifth dimension, in the third dimension, you are still bound by body, right? What does your body indicate to the world, right? What race you are, what nationality you are, what culture you come from, what language you speak. So there will be things that will be different, right? Your beliefs, the things that and as an extension of your beliefs, like your family, right? Your friends, your community, that will still be there, even though you are mirroring each other at the vibrational level, right? So that's still going to be an issue. For some of you, this might be what is keeping you apart, right? Your twin may be from a different culture. They may be from a different kind of family structure. They may be from a different kind of, community perspective. And so that might be one of the things that is going to still, be a bit of an obstacle in your path. And so that's why this one is very interesting for your future energy, right? Inspiration, productivity, creation, bring out the greatness within. So what I see, what I feel here, why did these three come up together is because this goes into what is like, yes, you are mirroring. Yes, you may even have some things that are going to keep you apart in terms of the third dimension. But what is the solution to that? I feel that Spirit is trying to tell us that the solution for that is your creativity. And what do I mean by creativity? So this can take many, many different shapes and forms. The way I feel it coming through is that if you want to solve this problem, if you both at some point want to come together in union and solve this problem, you're going to have to be creative. You're going to have to come up with a creative solution. And that comes in two ways. What I'm feeling here from Spirit, the strongest message that I'm getting for all of you, dear, dear souls, is that you're going to have to creatively solve this situation that you see. If you want, going back to, if you want that outcome that you're looking for and you don't want to compromise anymore, then you're going to have to be creative. So you're going to have to, number one, step into your own greatness, right? Bring out the greatness within by being the best version of yourself that you can be. And then you're going to have to get together and think together creatively about how you can surpass these things and come into union. So let's go back. I know I've used this one a lot. I want to use the messages, right? Because we're supposed to be using the actual shadow and light messages. Sorry, guys, about that. Let's think about, if you want this to happen, if you want to surpass this and you want to utilize your creativity, what messages does Spirit have for us that can help, right? What is blocking your future energies and what can actually help that future connection to happen? Let's get some messages from the Shadow and Light Oracle here. Okay, so this is very positive here because you have 3 light messages and only 1 shadow message. So that tells me that there's a lot of potential in this connection, right? There's a lot of potential here. So let's start with the shadow message. Being apart has changed my life. So very interesting here. This again reminds me of, remember I was saying earlier in the reading that I'm getting a very strong feeling that a lot of these messages are for people who are in separation right now. It doesn't matter how long you've been separated for, but it's for people who are, so being apart has changed my life. So what part of what your twin is trying to tell you is that being apart from you has truly impacted them. So if you feel that they're acting like they've moved on and they're happy, maybe their social media, they're posting all kinds of, cute things, like, like they're having a gay old time. Not really. Not really. Perhaps what they're truly trying to do is to hide the fact that they're actually not in the best of places, right? So being apart from you has changed them. Know this, even if it doesn't seem like it, even if they're not saying it, even if they're not communicating it, they're feeling it. Being apart has changed them. And so what are some of the messages here that are going to help the two of you get into that creativity? I feel safe confiding in you. Wherever you are is home to me. And I keep getting signs that remind me of you. So this is very interesting, right? This one, being apart has changed their life, and because they may not have been in touch with you, they keep getting signs that remind them of you. So know this, they are thinking of you. They are definitely thinking of you. And so if you go back to what was said here before about their emotions are a roller coaster, right? But how about this part? Remember, they said they're sorry of being critical of you. So what's going to happen, what needs to happen here for both of you is you both have to go back to feeling safe and confiding in each other. Part of having the outcome that you're looking for, right? This outcome that hasn't come yet for you both, that you're looking for, is going to have to be that creative solution where you have two things that need to happen. Wherever you are is home to me, and I feel safe in confiding to you. So you both have to get back to the light. You both have to trust each other again. One of the things that is coming through for me right now is that maybe many of you are in a state where you've lost some sort of trust that you have with each other. One or both of you isn't feeling that they can confide in the other. So you need to bring that back. You need to come back to home, right? Because unless one of the greatest aspects of being a twin flame is that you feel that they are your home. And you feel at home with them in a way that you never have with anybody else. So in order for you to come back to each other, in order for you to find your way back, regardless of, things that may stand in your path, like beliefs and compromises, right? Things that are in the 3D world, you're going to have to feel safe in confiding with each other, and you're going to have to come back home to each other. You're going to have to create that feeling of home if you have lost it. Okay, so that is your mini reading with these two decks that I created, which are the Twin Flame Shadow and Light Messages and the Twin Flame Oracle. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you are interested in buying these decks, I'm going to put a link below to my website where you can actually get these decks. And I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope you got a lot out of it. Again, please take the messages that resonated with you and discard the rest. Just take what really feels connected to you. So love you guys. Please leave me comments. I would love to hear from you as to how you felt about this reading and where you are in your journey. Love to hear from you. Make sure to subscribe because I'll be doing a lot more of these videos, and I will see you on the next video.